Scott will be defending the South when they begin, and they'll be kicking it off here in just a moment. Again, tonight the Ravens have to contain the Greyhound passing because we understood that was one of the key factors against the Independence Pirates last week.
They can throw the ball, but they cannot run the ball worth a lick, so they're going to have to try to balance that up. But they're again, as we mentioned earlier, their rush defense is just outstanding. So the Red Ravens want to run the ball, so that's going to be the key right there. And here's the kickoff.
And there it is. It's going to be taken, looks like way back about the 6-yard line, back up to across the 10, the 15, the 20, right through the middle of the field, 25, 30, and almost broke it away. And looks like returning it back for the Coffeyville Red Ravens, number 1. And I guess bringing it all the way back up, actually the Red Ravens looks like they'll have the ball at about the 35-yard line. So
nice return by Nate Guillory to start the ball game. So pretty decent field position for the Red Ravens. So let's see what they do. Again, they may have to go to the air if the Fort Scott defense is as good as they say. 2 games, and the Greyhounds only given up 9 yards rushing. That's correct, 9 yards. Now, I've never heard such a stat after 2 games.
My goodness. Well, of course, the thing is, last week with Independence, they were also a passing team, so they may not found a whole lot of success on the ground as well. Okay, it's going to be Coffeyville and Moomaw with the quarterbacks. He goes back to Guillory. Guillory brings it back up the right side across the 35 down to about just kind of a pitch back to Guillory, and he tried to go around the right corner and bring it upfield. It's going to be on the hash mark on this near side. The 7-yard line, or just shy of the 37. Second down and about 8 yards to go for the Coffeyville Red Ravens in their own end of the field tonight. Starting this time, wide out, far side, 2 in the I formation in the backfield. Moomaw, the quarterback, up under center, takes the snap, hands it off to Guillory again. He tries to go right up the middle and right smack into a whole bunch of white jerseys and stops, looks like maybe on about a half-a-yard gain, if that much.
Very little gain.
Very little gain. Third down and still about 8 yards to go for Coffeyville on their own 37-yard line.
Well, coming into this ball game, the opponents have rushed 52 times against the Fort Scott defense to get those 9 yards. 0.2 yards per carry. So far they've given up 2 yards on 2 carries.
So we'll see, and of course it took 2 yards and took 2 carries to get that, so that's only averaging 1 yard a carry for Coffeyville. It's going to be a pass play this time over the near side, and that's caught at the 50-yard line. And sticking his hands up there, Bryant Williams for Coffeyville will get the first down at the 50-yard line. So that time it was about, 13 yards on the pass. Coffeyville Red Ravens will pick up a 1st and 10, and they'll be at midfield at the 50-yard line. No score in the ball game. Coffeyville and Fort Scott in the first quarter, 13-28 here in the first quarter on the clock.
Well, on the opposite hand of that, teams have passed 67 times, hitting 35 for 519 yards in 2 games. So you can pass against this Greyhound defense. 2
wideouts to the far side. Snap of the ball. It's going to be Moomaw up under center this time. He finally does get the snap. Gives it off to Guillory. Guillory tries to get to the line of scrimmage, and he can't even get that far. And there nullifies. Now that's going to put Coffeyville on the negative side here with a loss of about 5 yards. Well, they're going to mark its forward progress, looks like, to about the 47-48. So it's going to go right back to 0 just about.
And Nate, we're going to probably a couple-yard loss, maybe a 3-yard loss. So negative yardage now in the rushing game for Coffeyville. That'll be a key to this ball game, because Coach Leiker wants to establish